Hi, I'm back again. On this video today, I will talk about the use of laptops and computers. So this one is especially for those of you who have a problem with porn addiction or with online gambling. In the last video, which was pretty long, 19 minutes, I think, I talked about the potential triggers of your craving. And one of the triggers is the laptop or the computer. So I'm going to read through something I prepared for you here from the Lavario program. And that is Cornelius Roth. Cornelius Roth is an excellent psychotherapist and researcher. He wrote an excellent book about sex addiction and gives some recommendations on how to protect yourself from temptations on the internet. But what he wrote is also highly relevant for online gambling, for gambling addictions. He recommends to remove the webcam and to delete all saved web pages, websites, and subscriptions. Of course, you can look them up again, but this takes time, and during that time, you might be strong enough to prevail over the craving and win back control. Now that you are in the middle of recovery, when you started with the Lavario program or with other self-help programs or watching these videos, and that you're no longer helpless. Roth also proposes the use of the laptop only when your partner or your children, if you have any children, if they are around, for example, in the living room. Position the laptop in a way that others can see it. That they can see the screen. If you live alone and if you know someone from a self-help group, you could call each other every time you start working on the computer. This helps reduce your time on the computer as the other expects a second call when you finish. Of course, you can cheat, but you will not cheat every time. Roth also recommends asking yourself whether you really need the computer at home. Do you really need the internet at home? That's pretty extreme. Probably not relevant to many of you. But there's also software available on the internet that will enable you to block certain adult pages. Just check it on Google. There's great packages there and you install it. Or you ask a good friend of yourself or your partner, if you're very honest about your addiction, so that they have the key to unlock. So you cannot, absolutely not unlock that software. And then you have no more access to those sites. Use a photo of your partner or a precious relative or children as a screensaver. Or have a photo of that person standing next to your laptop. Always remembering that there are people in your life that you really care for, that are precious, and that you shouldn't be surfing on those sites. Think about, I think I will leave you with those thoughts, but think about what you could do in your daily life to change the way you use your laptop or computer. Also check out the other videos, because in some of the videos at least I give you these quick tips, what you could do in the moments of cravings. And it's especially powerful if you combine those tips, like this one with the one, which one did I give you? Gear down is another one in one of the videos. Procrastinate is another one. Smiling is another one. So when you combine those tips, that's pretty powerful, because then you have a lot of tools that you can use in moments of cravings. Again, I think I mentioned that in another video. This kind of tip is not to break your addiction. We have other ones for that one. These ones are for dealing with your cravings and trying not to always give in to your urges, right? You need to distinguish between those. Obviously, you also need to identify the root causes, the reasons for your addiction, and deal with those things, those problems. And you need to identify the triggers, because this video is about the consequences. If you have identified computer as a problem for you, then what could you do differently? But there are many other triggers. You need to find out, and that's what I said in the last video, you need to find out which are the typical triggers for you. So I hope this could help you, and thanks for your attention. Bye-bye.